Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. Wow, what a match it was. What an end-to-end match it was. I think it was one of the most fascinating encounters I've seen in recent times. It was just amazing, I should say. Wow. The encounter was so open, so end to end on the balance of play. I should say Villa played really well. Villa offered a threat throughout. It was almost like a game of basketball at times. City going one side, then Villa going on the attack on the other side. Wow, it was so fast, so rapid. I haven't seen such a rapid game in a while now in the Premier League. Easily, this is one of the best games in the Premier League this season easily. And there were a total of 36 shots from both sides in this game. Villa's defense was just, I think City themselves had 20-25 shots total, with 10 or 15 of them on target. Villa's defense, they were putting everything on the line. They were blocking, they were doing everything. I began to think, is it gonna be one of those days for City where it's just gonna end goalless? The goalkeeper of Villa was huge, and he made some immaculate saves. You can't even imagine how he had saved that. And to just imagine Arsenal had let him go. And then after 3-4 years, Arsenal fans will say that, oh, we had the goalkeeper called Emi Martinez, and then we let him go and all of that crap. But let us quickly look at the players' ratings. It was just, I would say, a wonderful watch again. First, let me come up with Edison. The match was not easy. It was a quintessential Manchester rain. The rain was just pouring in with no respite. It was not easy. The handling had to be perfect. In the first half, Jack Grealish puts in a curling ball inside the box, and Ederson had to hold it because Ole Watkins was coming onto the ball. So this was a day when the handling had to be perfect. It looks easy on the outset, but with the ball skidding through, Villa, some of the Villa players like Barkley and all taking snapshots, it was not that easy as it seemed. Ederson's handling was spot on. He made a great punch in the second half. Under pressure, he was excellent with his handling, with his distribution. Ederson is always excellent. I would say, even if you ask Edison to distribute a ball in his sleep, he would just sleepwalk to the football pitch, distribute it accurately, come back and sleep again. His distribution is always good. Edison was solid today. Whenever he was called upon, he made an excellent he gave an excellent account of himself. So I'll give Edison an 8. Zinchenko. Now, this was not the fullbacks which City started with. Cancelo was on the left and then Walker was on the right. But then, Walker suffered an injury after the clash with Jack Grealish, and then he went away. So Zinchenko came on the pitch. So Walker was there on the pitch for first 10-15 minutes. So I thought it would be, there was nothing to rate him with. So I just put in this Zinchenko on the left and Cancel on the right. So Zinchenko had a, he did whatever was asked of him. And one thing was with Zinchenko, since he's a midfield player, you get that neat interplay of passes. His 1-2s with Foden was excellent. Defensively, Bertrand Traore on his side gave him a bit of, showed him, gave him a bit of a rough time, I would say. But then Ruben Diaz marshaled it really well. Again, the leadership of Diaz. Ruben Diaz was attending to that side. He was helping out Zinchenko as well. He was organizing Zinchenko, and he was telling Zinchenko to show Bertrand Traore to the other side. It was just excellent play from Zinchenko. He did whatever was asked of him. He joined in the attack. He helped City build up attacks. I still, I'll give Zinchenko an 8 in this match, but for me, I still, I would really like Zinchenko to face a really pacey winger, a fast winger. If he can prove that one thing to me, that's it. He's there for me. He's one of the really good fullbacks in the Premier League. Otherwise, all the other qualities is solid. Just against pace, I'm a bit unsure of Zinchenko. There was an occasion today when Bertrand Traore literally turned Zinchenko inside out, but his final shot was poor. Next, John Stones. John Stones, he made a couple of mistakes, especially in the second half. One or two times he gave the ball away. This is something we don't expect from John Stones. Now we just expect complete solidity from him. But apart from that, he didn't do much wrong. And in the second half, when City were not getting that goal, he went into the midfield. He drove into the midfield. There was a moment in the match, I think it was in the 73rd minute, when John Stones almost came up to the attacking third with the ball. Again, there's no question of how great John Stones is on the ball, just like how great Ederson is with distribution, and defensively as well is proving us wrong this season. He made a couple of vital interceptions. He showed Ross Barkley on the outside. He dealt well with Jack Grealish. He dealt extremely well with Ole Watkins. I should say, with the skill and the finesse of Ole Watkins, he dealt extremely well. So I would give John Stones a 7 because of that one or two lapses in concentration, especially after City got that first goal. That's why I give him a 7. Ruben Diaz. Now you'll think that I'm kidding, because you'll think that Bernardo Silva should get the highest rating. He's the one who broke the deadlock, who opened the scoring, and all of those things. But Ruben Diaz, 75th minute, Jack Grealish plays a ball across the box, and then it was Ramsey, I think, one of the substitute player from Aston Villa. He just had a tap in at the far post, and only Ruben Diaz was in between the tap in, was in between the goal being scored. So that block from Ruben Diaz was excellent. I should say it was wonderful. The commentators were saying that was it a block or was it just luck. You should see that block. That block was just out of this world. I would say now Ruben Diaz is the best centre back in the league, just based on this block, this leadership qualities. I would say he's almost there at Van Dijk's level. He was the difference between Villa going ahead 1-0 and the game remaining at 0-0, and then Bernardo Silva going on at the other end and scoring. It was just, Diaz was just fantastic. I would have given him a 10 as well. No foot put wrong again. It was just fantastic all-round play from Ruben Diaz. And then Cancelo, Cancelo, he started the game on the left and he wreaked havoc within Villa's defense. He was just cutting into the box time and again. I think he cut into the box twice or thrice actually in the first 15 minutes before Kyle Walker's injury. Villa players were thinking, what is this? Is this guy a fullback or a winger? Even the best wingers in the league don't have such dribbling abilities, such abilities on the ball which Joao Cancelo possesses. Wow. Just his final shot let him down, but Cancelo hit the woodwork in the game and he was just fantastic. Not just attacking wise as well. Defensively he was fantastic. He just took care of the winger on his side. He was just absolutely immense, I should say. Joao Cancelo is the best fullback, the best right back in the league right now. You might say, no, TA is out of form. You might say Aaron Van Bissaka. You might say anyone else. But Cancelo for me is the best right back in the league. Attacking wise, excellent. Defensive wise, excellent. I mean, his interceptions, his tackles. He made a vital block in the first half as well. He made a vital interception in the first half. He was there, the right place at the right time. Defensively, Joao Cancelo has taken his game to another level, I would say, this season. We know how good he is attacking wise, but defensively he's been excellent again this season. Rodri. Now Rodri is an 8. Rodri caused a bit of controversy. The goal which Fernandinho scored. So I'm sorry, the goal with, what am I saying? The goal which Bernardo Silva scored. Rodri came from an offside position. Then he picked the pocket of Tyrone Mings. But then since Tyrone Mings touched the ball first, it was deemed that Rodri was not offside. You should just go back and see this. According to the rules of the book, it's not offside, but Villa can feel a bit hard done by this. I mean, you'll not get it if I explain this. You should just go and watch that video. Rodri was walking back from an offside position, but then Tyrone Mings touches the ball first, and then it's a new phase of play, so Rodri is not adjudged to be offside. So there was a bit of controversy after that Bernardo Silva scored. VAR looked at it, and Dean Smith, the Aston Villa manager, was sent to the stands. He was given a red card by the referee. So a bit of controversy over there, but the rules of the book. And it was a fair goal for City. Rodri, overall, I would say that his distribution was excellent. Today he switched the play really well, really fast. When the Aston Villa players, when McGinn, when Douglas Luiz were pressing him, Douglas Luiz was immense in the Villa midfield today. His power was excellent. I wish City bought him back. And he's a successor to Fernandinho, I would say. His mobility, his power was really good. So Rodri turned really well in the midfield. He retained possession. Rodri today reminded me a bit of Sergio Busquets, under pressure, calmly making those little small turns, small cute turns in the congested midfield area, then switching the ball to both the wings. Rodri was just fantastic today, I would say. He just in a midfield which was filled with power, which was filled with finesse. Rodri was a calming influence, I would say. He's learning. The guy is slowly learning. His positions in the midfield, positional sense was again excellent today. It had to be. Villa played really well. Villa played excellently well, I would say. It's just City's quality that made the difference in the game. Next is Gundogan. I would give Gundogan an 8 as well. On another day, Gundogan would have had 4 goals, which means in my fantasy league, I would get 20 points, 25 points easily. Gundogan, all credit to the Aston Villa keeper. If I had the chance to rate the Aston Villa players, I would give the Aston Villa keeper a 10. Even in his best thought of scenarios, he will not save those. Wow, how did he make those saves? I'm still wondering. Close range. Gundogan had 2-3 chances from close range. Everything was good. The save from the keeper was excellent. The keeper made a great save from Bernardo Silva as well. So it was just excellent, I would say, from the keeper. But Gundogan overall, his attacking game again was really good. He had a great sense of goal again. He made that runs towards goal. He attacked the near post. He attacked the far post. From the midfield, he provided great thrust for City. Defensively, was always there to help out. He struck the ball also really well. That's why the keeper, had one of those days when you can't do anything about it. You just need to applaud not just the keeper, the entire Aston Villa defense. Konsa was immense today. Everyone, Tyrone Mings, Target, everyone in that Aston Villa defense. There's a reason why City is the first best team defensively in the league, and Aston Villa is the second best team. And away from home, Aston Villa has the best defensive record. There's a reason, and today I saw why. Excellently well drilled Aston Villa. They defended in a 4-5-1. They defended in a medium block, which meant that they had the chance to attack, spring on the counter as well. They were a great attacking threat. I would not have been surprised if Villa got 1 or 2 goals today. It was just the excellent quality of Diaz, especially, and Cancelo down there, which really saved the day for City. And John Stones, the solidity of John Stones, which really saved. Diaz, again, I'm telling you, Diaz, you should just go back and look at that cross by Jack Grealish, I think, across the box. Ramsey was just waiting to tap the ball in. Open goal, and Diaz, he just slid in and made that block. I thought it was an own goal. How is it not an own goal? Wow, that is the interception of the season, I would say. Wow, what a player we have got, Ruben Diaz. Wow. De Bruyne was again at his best. Some of the balls again he gave today were excellent. His switches to Foden, his 1-2 with Foden. I see a great relationship developing over there. Long after Leroy Sané and De Bruyne used to have that relationship. Now again I'm seeing this between De Bruyne and Phil Foden. 1-2. Sometimes Foden switches into the midfield. De Bruyne goes out wide onto the left. Gundogan and De Bruyne exchange places. De Bruyne is drifting all over the pitch. De Bruyne, Foden exchange passes. Foden is into the pitch. Sometimes De Bruyne goes inside into the box. Foden into the box. I mean, it was just fantastic. And De Bruyne also put no foot wrong today. It was just, again, De Bruyne had 1 or 2 chances to score, but again I mean, my one complaint about De Bruyne this season is his goal scoring form has not been that good. That's not a complaint again. I think that's something too much to ask, But we know how good a player De Bruyne is. My one complaint is if only De Bruyne can be more clinical in front of goal. But other than that, it was just excellent from Kevin De Bruyne. Fantastic, great. I mean, defensively again, the work rate again, the City players are working for each other. Aston Villa on the break, the pace with which the City players get back, pace with which the entire team comes back to defend in a 4-4-2 shape. Excellent, I would say. That's why we have a great defensive record. Defensive records are not made because you buy a great central defensive midfielder. Defensive records are made because if the entire team help out each other, play for each other, if you have that comradeship, if you have that friendship in the entire team, people working for each other, and City have again shown it today. Aston Villa on the break, Ross Barkley, Jack Grealish, John McGinn, everyone going on the break. It was just fantastic, I would say, the way we defended collectively as a team. Phil Foden, an excellent game. This guy's dribbling, this guy's touch, wow. He just reminds me of Iniesta again. Wow, what a player in the box. Aston Villa were so good defensively, but they didn't dare to touch him in the box. He was just so fantastic. He was just so good. I would say dribbling, position, the precision with which he takes his first touch. It was just excellent. In the first 30 minutes of the game, in the first 15 minutes of the game, Phil Foden made 23 passes. 100% passing accuracy, 23 passes, and that too, they were not backward passes into the box, passes playing 1-2 with Joao Cancelo when he was on that side, passes with De Bruyne, passes in the box, passes in tight spaces, 23 passes and 23 of them completed, 100% passing accuracy in the first 15-20 minutes of the game. Wow, what a player. His close control, his touch, excellent. Foden is now coming into the form at a crucial juncture of the season for City. This City engine is revving. It's climbing up the gears. We are engaging the gears. Again, just beware the entire Premier League. We are engaging the gears. Once it starts to function fully, wow. No one can. When I say starts to function fully, I say the clinical thing up front. Now, Bernardo Silva, 8. Wow, he opened the scoring. Wow, what a shot. It's a shot only Bernardo Silva can finish. Top right corner, not an easy thing to do. The match was so much end to end, but both the defenses were good. Both of them were making blocks. An excellent game. Aston Villa's keeper was unreal. Ruben Dias and Cancelo were unreal for City, especially Dias was great. I thought it's gonna take a moment of brilliance from somewhere. Maybe a free kick from a player, maybe Gundogan curling the ball into the top right corner, something like that. But Bernardo Silva produced it. Wow, what a finish! The finish was even more complicated because the rain was pouring down. The pitch was pitch was a bit wobbly with the rain. The pitch was wet, so that thing made the finish even more difficult. Bernardo Silva was, again, he didn't for a moment lose the ball. He dropped into the midfield to help link up the play. But again, that caused a bit of for me a bit of chaos, I would say, because. And I think that is the reason when I say chaos because Foden was flashing excellent balls across the box. No one was there to attack it. De Bruyne was flashing some unreal balls across the box. The Villa defense, how good it was, it couldn't do anything about it. The keeper was not able to come for it. Excellent balls. What a shame. No, Cancelo was flashing some unreal balls across the box. No one was even gambling for it. Gundogan was gambling for it once or twice, but then no. I thought if Aguero was there, easily we would have been 2 or 3-0 up in the first half. No discredit to Villa defense, but such was the quality of the balls coming into the box from Foden, from Sterling, from De Bruyne, from Gundogan, from Cancelo. It was just excellent. So that is my one criticism, not of Bernardo Silva, but of this false nine system. I think not having an out and out striker, we're relying, I think, too much on the brilliance of for an individual. But then it's working right now, so no complaints. So I just wish that Bernardo Silva maybe gambled a bit more to the far post, to the near post. That is my one criticism of Bernardo Silva. That is why I gave him an 8, or else I would have given him a 9. Now Sterling, he tried. He tried, running at his fullback. His fullback was Matt Target. Target is an again excellent defender. Is an excellent fullback. Fantastic player. Target, I should say, literally almost had Sterling in his pocket. But again, Sterling, lost the ball once or twice. He made a couple of wrong passes, wrong decisions. I didn't give him a 7. 7 is the lowest today. I didn't give him a 7 because he lost the ball by dribbling. No, dribble, I'll give him a 9 even if he loses the ball all the time he dribbles. He made a couple of, stupid passes, I would say, that gifted Aston Villa the ball, and Aston Villa started the break. And Sterling also didn't help out defensively as much, didn't run back defensively, made a couple of poor decisions. That sometimes when he had to cross the ball into the box, he took the decision to try to dribble past his fullback, and sometimes he was standing in offside position and all of those things. So that is my one criticism of Sterling. Maybe if his decision making gets a little bit more better, he'll again be unplayable. I think Sterling is just getting back into form again. Sterling is out of form, come on. And the entire team is in form, so it's all right. Sterling, one good thing is he occupies the fullback, and that's he engages the fullback. That creates gaps for other players. So overall for Pep, I would give a rating of 8. I would say again he went with a false 9. It was a brave decision, and slowly we are seeing the shades of why this false 9 might not be successful against all the teams. Against big teams it's fine, but against small teams who sit in a bit of a compact block, who have a good defense, I think that Pep needs to have an out-and-out striker. Even Ferran Torres, I would not say an out-and-out striker, but a forward who has that sense of goal, who gambles. For example, Ferran Torres would have gambled on those crosses in the first half because he has played in that forward position for Valencia, for Spain he has played. So someone like that, I would say. So other than that, Pep got his decision spot on, didn't rush into anything, made the substitutions at the right time, didn't rush on with Gabriel Jesus, allowed the game to flow. His halftime team talk was excellent. City came out of the block, really fast, really sharp. We are looking very sharp, we are looking wonderful, I would say. There's a special shout out to 2 players, I would say. One is this guy Cancelo. There's been a lot of stick that has been put on him. People were saying he's just not good enough. City had to sell him and buy a good fullback. Nelson Semedo was doing the rounds. And other fullbacks were all doing the rounds. Ricardo Pereira was doing the rounds from Leicester, and all of them were doing the rounds. But what a season this guy is having. He's arguably the best right back in Europe right now. Best fullback in Europe right now. And the versatility, wow, he can play left back, he can play right back, he can play in the midfield, he can play as a winger, he can play 3, 4, 5 positions. What a player we have got. When people say City have spent 60 million pounds on a defender, we spend that kind of money on players who are versatile. Cancelo is versatile. He can play in 4 to 5 positions. Excellent today defensively. Attacking flair, he just took it to another level. His dribbling, his step overs, his attacking sense, they were like excellent. Cancelo was wonderful today, I would say. But his defensive qualities, he made vital interceptions. Fantastic Cancelo. He's in the form of his life, I would say, right now. Now this guy Ruben Diaz, wow, what a transformation he has been. When City signed him, instead of Koulibaly and Koundé and all of those guys, what people were saying, the media was saying that, was it a mistake by City? Were City looking at a cut price option? City cannot win the league with such a signing. Is Ruben Diaz even capable? 23-year-old, doesn't have the experience and all. Wow, is mature beyond his years. The leadership he's showing, the organization. from a set piece, I'm no longer worried from a set piece that City will concede a goal. He organizes them so well. He organizes everybody so well. The wall today, I think it was Jack Grealish who struck the free kick and it hit the wall. He organizes things really well. The corner, everything, and his interception today, it was unreal. It was equal to I'm saying this on and on, but Ruben Diaz's interception today was out of this world. It's almost like a forward scoring 4 goals. It's equal to that. This is the kind of defending we have been missing on big nights. We have been missing on big European nights. So really excited. That interception again, I can't resist saying about it again. And how has he made it? Is it even humanly possible to make that interception? And how has he not scored an own goal? It was just fantastic. This guy is something else. He's a leader. He doesn't he is not afraid of taking risks. Even if he concedes own goal, he conceded an own goal against West Brom, but still he makes the blocks. He's very passionate. He's very vocal. He goes. He defends in a very physical way. He imposes himself on the attackers. He's not afraid to be himself on the pitch in this system. He is not. In one-on-ones, the forwards are afraid of going through him. They're afraid of dribbling past him. Wow, what a forward, I would say. Excellent. He is the reason why John Stones is a part of the reason why City's defense has become so better, so organized, and the resurgence of John Stones has been so good. What a personality, what a player who is turning out to be Ruben Diaz. Wow, fantastic. And what a night it is for City. Momentarily, we are at the top of the table. Right now, the score. I just had a look at the score, and United is drawing with Fulham 1-1. So we are at least right now on the top of the table. But then again, we have a game in hand. So even if United win today, we have a game in hand, and if we win our game in hand, and our game in hand is against Everton, and if we win our game in hand, we go top. So we have the destiny in our hands. We are clicking into gear. The engine's revving up. The machine seems fully oiled. We are not conceding. The attack seems to find solutions when there appear none. A lesser team today would have just sat back and would have accepted a 0-0 draw. Not the City team. We don't accept defeat. City went on and on and on and on. See, the attitude of City was, it doesn't matter even if we don't win, but we will go down fighting. That always has been the ethos of the club. That always has been what this club is all about. It doesn't matter if we win or lose, we go down fighting. And today City had shown that immense fighting spirit, that excellent personality, character. And as fans, that is what we want to see from the team. Win and lose are part of the game, are part of life, success and failure. But the manner of your failure, the manner of the success, the manner of how you try, that is what is relevant, not the success and failure and the result. And that is what City have shown. They went on and on fighting, on and on creating chances, on and on, and we finally unlocked Villa's defense and scored those 2 goals. A fantastic night for City, I would say. A wonderful night, a fantastic way to wind up the week. Now we have a match on Saturday evening, I think, against I don't seem to remember the name. It's an FA Cup match against League 2 team, so we can easily rest a few of our players and play our youth. Wow, what a way to wind up this week, and look forward to that FA Cup match. Fantastic night for City fans. Wow. And for the City team, for the City fans, for all the City community, for all of us. Fantastic. We are top of the table right now, at least momentarily, and we have the destiny in our hands. Fantastic, I would say. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please click on the right like button and also on the subscribe button and the bell icon, so that you'll get notifications whenever I upload a new video. I'll again come in front of you with the preview of the match against the FA Cup opposition. I some of don't seem to remember that name. And also I'll come in front of you with Man City news, transfer news, and all. Whom should we go for in the summer transfer window? How can we make the squad even better and all of that? Take care and enjoy the night. Yes, we are top of the table. We are on top of the pile. We are on top of the Premier League.